Since I've been on the Dr. Phil show, I am not such an angry person. It saved my life, but my two girls have taken two different paths. My youngest, Tamika, went from getting D's and F's to getting ready to start her first year of college. However, with my older daughter, things have not gone so well. Things changed for Tatiana when she would not go back to school for her senior year. I gave her three options: get a job, get a volunteer position, or she could do anything towards education. She left that day and never came home again. She told me she was gonna sleep under the bridge with her friends. Tatiana has not slept in my house again since then. Day after Tatiana turned 18, she got in a fight with the food cart vendors downtown, and she was arrested.
Police have just arrested several people in downtown Portland after that fight at a food cart pod.
A long-standing feud between the downtown food cart owners and these street kids really came to a violent head.
I came home from work and saw her being handcuffed on the news. I felt heartbroken. Tatiana has been now living on the streets for almost 3 years. About 1 month ago, I got a message that asked if she could come home for a month. I told Tatiana she could not come home with the lifestyle she's currently living. The decision not to let Tatiana come back home has been one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life. I want to know from Dr. Phil, have I made the right decision?
Well, it's good to see you again.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Let's talk about when you left here before. Did I get through to you? Did you listen?
Oh, I definitely listened. It was very interesting to me to find out that I was the issue, not Tatiana, not Tamika, not anybody else. I really didn't grasp that before. I was too busy blaming everybody else and everything outside of me, and I was miserable. You were right, I was miserable.
Since then, you made a quantum shift in the way you approach this with a lot of hard work after the show, because we always say this is the beginning, not the end, when we first meet, that a lot of work starts then.
Absolutely.
But Tatiana decided that she just wasn't going to go to school anymore.
Yeah, and wanted 6 months to, as she said, run with my friends and do what I want, and then you can talk to me again about what I will or won't do. It was very scary because I really didn't think Tatiana would make the choice that she's made.
I have some excerpts of your letter. Now, when did you write this?
October 24th of 2012.
Okay, so you gave her a month. So you said by November 23rd, so I'm going to give you a month here to put this into effect. And if you don't do this within a month, then I'm going to give you a couple of weeks to get out.
December 9th would have been 1 week after her 18th birthday. Okay.
A lot of parents are watching this and they're wondering, because I always talk about you got to take a stand and you got to do what you believe. She said you must be doing at least one of the following by November 23rd in order to continue living here as of December 9th, 2012. One, have a paying job and you can keep the money. It's not like I'm going to start charging you rent and groceries and utilities and all of that. Two, volunteer at least 10 hours a week.
I was even willing to pay her minimum wage. I told her I would give her minimum wage for the volunteer hours that she worked, and I would not tax as long as I could verify that she was actually volunteering somewhere.
And three, participating in education, career advancement. And if you choose not to do at least one of these things, then you'll have to find another place to live by December 9th, 2012. Yeah. This letter reads very differently than the woman that I met on stage who was screaming at people from your car for being on their cell phone, you sons of bitches.
That is significantly different than what I would have said and done 5 years ago. Because 5 years ago, I cussed out your producer, I cussed out the airport guy because he gave me wrong directions, the driver because he didn't have a sign. I even cussed somebody out after your show because they wouldn't let me walk around the lot.